Have you ever wondered if peace is truly possible in a world this loud? What if I told you there's a way to stay calm, deeply calm, even when chaos surrounds you? And what if that calm isn't a fantasy, but something you can cultivate with 7 timeless practices? In today's journey, we'll explore 7 powerful exercises rooted in Stoicism. Time-tested tools designed to help you touch the core of serenity, even in the noisiest moments of modern life. This isn't about lofty ideals. It's about real actions, everyday practices, tangible changes. So if you've ever wished for peace, not just in quiet places, but in the heart of your busy, buzzing day, this is your invitation to stay with me. And if this is your first time here, welcome. Tap that notification bell and hit subscribe. Think of it as a little promise to yourself to walk toward more wisdom, clarity, and calm. Now, fellow Stoics, shall we begin? 1. Journal regularly. There's a quiet magic in writing, a kind of alchemy that turns stormy emotions into something golden and clear. Imagine this: your thoughts, like a whirlwind inside you, spinning, crashing, impossible to pin down. Then, pen meets paper, or fingers meet keys, and suddenly, that inner storm softens. Journaling isn't about writing a diary. It's a moment of self-connection, a gentle way to step outside the chaos and really look inward. In a world where notifications chase our attention and feelings blur together too fast to catch, pausing to write becomes a lifeline. It doesn't matter what tools you use. What matters is showing up for yourself, putting the mess of your heart into words, and through that, finding your own rhythm. Think of it as holding a mirror to your inner world, bringing hidden patterns into light. So as your day draws to a close, consider carving out a few quiet minutes. Just you, a blank page, and the promise of peace. The world might still be loud, but inside, a gentle stillness can rise. 2. Engage in philosophical meditation. Let's step deeper. Picture a private space within your mind, a garden perhaps, where you can wander through thoughts not to escape life, but to understand it. Why did that comment hurt more than it should have? Why does the sunset fill you with such quiet joy? This isn't about sitting cross-legged and breathing deeply. It's about questioning, observing. It's the art of pondering, not to get quick answers, but to awaken a deeper awareness, to walk the mental paths most ignore. In their daily rush, imagine each idea as a flower, each belief a root, and your time in thought is the tending of this garden. The world outside may roar, but inside, there's space for silence, for wisdom, for noticing. And in those spaces, something beautiful begins to grow. Clarity, patience, and a more grounded self. Let's ease into the next part, where we shift perspective and climb higher. Ready? After reflecting inwardly in the quiet corners of our mind, let's now rise, high above the noise. Have you ever stood on a mountaintop or peered from a tall balcony overlooking the city below? Suddenly, everything feels distant. The people shrink to dots. The cars turn into mere flickers of movement. Even those towering buildings lose their dominance, becoming pieces in a grander puzzle. This is the gift of perspective. From that altitude, our anxieties, so urgent a moment ago, begin to dissolve. The things that once clenched our chest now seem smaller, lighter, easier to carry. Seneca, with timeless clarity, once said, "We are like waves in a vast ocean. Waves that rise in excitement or crash with sorrow, but always return to the sea from which they came. That crashing wave of stress, temporary. That rush of joy, fleeting. That fear of missing out, also just a ripple in the endless sea of life. Sometimes we just need to rise above, not to escape, but to see, to notice how everything, our wins, our setbacks, fits inside a bigger, breathtaking whole. So the next time your chest tightens or your mind races, pause. Close your eyes. Picture the earth below you, quiet, still. Breathe in and breathe out. Not to erase your feelings, but to gently place them in context. You are more than this moment. You are the observer, the sky holding the clouds. Now come with me as we turn inward once again, not to rise above this time, but to look within. Every day is a fresh canvas. Think about that. Each sunrise offers you blank space, and each moment, each decision, is a brushstroke on that living masterpiece called your life. What colors did you choose today? What emotions painted your interactions? Did your brush slip in haste or glide with intention? This practice of daily self-examination isn't about harsh judgment. It's not a ritual of shame or self-congratulation. It's an honest glance back, a gentle inventory of the heart. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." If that's true, then what thoughts are shaping yours? Each evening before sleep, can you pause just long enough to ask, what did I learn? Where did I grow? What will I try differently tomorrow? Today, we're flooded with updates, from people, from screens, from the world. But the most crucial update is the one you offer yourself. In the quiet of night, when the buzz fades and only your heartbeat speaks, listen. A life shaped by reflection becomes richer, calmer, truer. So, I invite you, as you sip your tea, walk your hallway, or tuck yourself into bed tonight. Ask yourself, which brush will I hold tomorrow? And just like that, we arrive at the next Stoic exercise, one that might just change how you experience every single moment that follows. Ready? From reflecting on our thoughts to observing life from above, we now step into a practice that might be the most powerful yet. Pausing before we react. Think about your day. How often do you move from message to reply, question to answer, tension to reaction, without a breath in between? It's as if we're on a conveyor belt, endlessly moving, rarely stopping. But imagine this, a hidden switch you could flip, not to halt the ride of life, but just enough to lean back, take it in, and choose how to move next. Just a second. A breath. A pause. Viktor Frankl, in one of the most powerful books ever written, offered us this treasure. Between stimulus and response, there is a space, and in that space lies our freedom. That pause is where our power lives. When someone's words sting, or a plan goes sideways, or fear claws at your calm, pause. Breathe, reflect, then respond, not in haste, not from reflex, but with choice. Practicing this pause is like finding a shaded bench in the middle of life's crowded market, a moment of cool stillness in the heat of noise and motion. This isn't weakness, this is wisdom. Strength doesn't always shout, it listens first. So as the world pulls you in all directions, ask yourself, can I claim this breath? Can I own this space? When you do, you're not just reacting, you're responding with intention, with clarity. Now, once you've paused, what comes next? It's how you see. Imagine life handing you a blank canvas and asking, what colors will you paint with today? Every situation, every challenge, every fleeting moment, it's all raw material. But here's the truth. The story you tell depends on how you see it. Do you see a delay or a pause to breathe? A silence from a friend, or simply space between messages? When we look at events through the filter of emotion and old wounds, we distort reality. But when we strip those filters away, we start to see things just as they are. Epictetus once taught that it's not events that upset us, but our judgment of them. Powerful, right? When we stop labeling every event as good or bad, fair or unjust, and instead see it plainly like a scene in a film, we free ourselves. We step outside the drama. Today, Give yourself permission to simply observe. Let life happen. Not because you're numb, but because you're grounded. And when something nudges your peace, ask yourself, what's actually happening here? Just the facts, just the essence. Doing this won't numb your emotions. It will refine them. It won't make you passive. It will make you powerful in a quieter, steadier way. And now, fellow seeker, we arrive at the final key, one that unlocks true freedom, the ability to know what we can control and what we must let go. Let's move forward. So what happens when we stop trying to bend life to our will and instead begin to flow with it? It doesn't mean surrendering your dreams or abandoning your goals. It means mastering the art of focusing where your power truly lies, on your response, your effort, your presence. Yes, the video call might drop in the middle of your big moment, but how you smile through it, breathe through it, reconnect with, calm, that's yours to choose. Yes, your coffee might arrive with oat milk instead of almond, but your peace isn't in that cup. It's in your reaction, and that's the secret the Stoics knew. When we live with this awareness that some things are ours to shape and others are not, we don't become passive. We become poised, grounded, alive to the moment and free from the storm. So the next time the unexpected crashes in, an email gone wrong, a plan unraveling, a day that defies your script, remember this: you can still dance in the rain. You can still find stillness in the swell. And maybe, just maybe, this ancient wisdom whispered through time has reached you right when you needed it most. If something here stirred your soul or brought clarity to your day, consider this your invitation. Stay close, subscribe, tap the bell. Share this with someone whose spirit might be seeking the same calm. And if you're unsure what to say, just leave a simple phrase below. I will find inner peace. Your voice, no matter how quiet, becomes part of something deeper, a circle of seekers grounded by wisdom. Before you go, we've saved a special space just for you. Join us on Telegram, where Stoicism lives, breathes, and grows in real time. The link's in the description, and the door is open. Until we meet again, keep tending that fire within. Keep walking that steady path. You're closer than you think. To peace, to clarity, to your truest self. Choose your next step now. Another video awaits, ready to walk beside you.